All right, welcome back. Last day we were talking about the cylinder of power and how it was looking at our spine and our trunk and trying to keep everything within this long, tall cylinder, and how that cylinder balances within our pelvis, being our bucket, and that bucket having to be balanced like a teeter-totter forward and back. The same teeter-totter actually exists when we start looking at our body from this plane. In other words, if I stand on one leg, right, now I've got a teeter-totter where all the weight's on one side and it's got to be balanced by a muscle on the other side, and same when we go to this way. So our teeter-totter and our cylinder of power are constantly being manipulated in many different planes. The trick is that we need to be able to transfer force through this cylinder of power. Now the easiest analogy for that is to look at a stick and a piece of tubing. So if we look at the stick, if I push on one end, we easily get movement throughout the whole stick equally. So we can transfer power through that rigid, stable stick. But if we've got something that is not stable, it's really hard to get force transferred through it because it's not stable. And that's basically Newton's laws, that we need equal and opposite stability to create mobility. Now, when I go to transfer force, that's transferring force whether I'm using my arm to push, whether I'm using my arm to pull, whether I'm pushing with my legs, or even turning my body. So the next few talks are going to be on looking at how do we transfer force through our body and how does this cylinder of power really work.